The Kemba Walker experiment was a failure, and I blame Tom Thibodeau. What's good, y'all? The word is Kemba Walker, the point guard for the New York Knicks, will be shut down for the rest of the season. Now, this situation is really unique to me, actually more interesting than anything because Kemba Walker grew up a Knicks fan. He's from the Bronx, New York, born and raised in New York, grew up playing Dykeman, Rucker Park. Those are his stomping grounds. And him playing for the Knicks was like a dream come true for him, a lifelong dream. We all know he was drafted by the Charlotte Bobcats, now the Charlotte Hornets. And Kemba Walker, let's not act like he doesn't have a resume that he can stand on. Kemba Walker is a four-time All-Star. He made the All-NBA team. He came in the same draft as Kyrie Irving. And a lot of people were comparing those guys, but everybody knew that Kyrie Irving was the more dynamic talent. But let's not act like Kemba Walker as a player, is anybody to sneeze at. But Kemba Walker going to the New York Knicks was supposed to be a Cinderella story. It was supposed to be a dream come true. But it ended up being a nightmare for damn near all parties involved. And I'm not even going to act like it was Kemba Walker's fault at all. Most likely, this will be his last season with the New York Knicks. He will be a one and doneer with the New York Knicks, and it's really sad knowing that he's from New York and it was a dream for him to play in Madison Square Garden. What kid that grew up playing basketball in New York doesn't want to play in Madison Square Garden? But nonetheless, it's sad. And I really blame Tom Thibodeau because Tom Thibodeau clearly did not know how to use this man. Let's be honest, Tom Thibodeau, he had a great season last year with the Knicks. They were a gritty team. They won mostly on defense, but the league figured them out. The league caught up, and at some point, you got to play offense. At some point, your offensive prowess has to kick in. And this New York Knicks team hasn't developed or even gotten better from an offensive perspective since last season. And yes, they've had moments where they got up big on teams, 20 plus points, 25 plus points, damn near 30 points, and they ended up blowing those games. There was a span during this season with the New York Knicks where they literally blew 25 plus point games back to back to back. And I put that on coaching. That's not just talent because you was good enough to get up by 25 points, but you're not good enough to hold it. That don't add up to me. I put that on coaching. The coaching staff, most notably Tom Thibodeau, did not do this roster any justice, did not do Kemba Walker's career any justice. Kemba Walker arguably had his worst season of his career with the New York Knicks. And it really breaks my heart because Kemba Walker, we all know what he can do on the court. He wasn't ever really the most efficient player, never shot above 45% in his career. But Kemba Walker, there was plenty of times where he averaged 20 plus points per game. In the 2015-2016 season, averaged 20 points per game. The season after that, 23 points per game. For about a 4 or 5 year span, he averaged north of 20 points per game. And for his career, he's averaged 19.5 points per game, 5 assists. So Kemba Walker is a legit point guard, somebody that you wouldn't mind having on your roster. Now, is he still a starter? I don't know. It all depends on what team he's on. It all depends on the situation. But I feel for Kemba Walker. He shut it down for the rest of the season. And like I said, I blame Tom Thibodeau. He's a defensive guy, but not an offensive guy. And there were spans where he got benched. Like, can you imagine benching Kemba Walker? That's an atrocity to me, to bench Kemba Walker. And then you guys were still losing. And then you finally decide to put him in the lineup because Derrick Rose got hurt and Kemba Walker go off. But, he had a bad stretch of games because that knee was starting to catch up with him. And he always been dealing with knee issues for the better part of his career. That's why he really, really wasn't able to take his game to the next level. But we all know what Kemba Walker was able to do, what he did in Charlotte, what he was able to do in Boston the short time he was there. But I really feel for Kemba Walker. 9 times out of 10, he's going to get traded in the offseason. So I'm really curious to see where he ends up. Who knows? Maybe the Philadelphia 76ers are going to look at him as a backup point guard in the offseason. You never know. Kemba Walker playing about a good 20 minutes for you, 15, 20 minutes coming off the bench. That'd be cool for the Philadelphia 76ers knowing they got James Harden and Tyrese Maxey starting. So that'd be amazing for us. But Kemba Walker, my brother, I feel for you. This Knicks organization isn't really getting any better. We thought they were trending upward, but they're starting to get back to bad habits. And it's always a top-down effect. It starts with James Dolan. It starts with Leon Rose. It starts with Tom Thibodeau, and it trickles down to the players. It's just so much dysfunction. But that's all I really have for you guys on this topic. Kemba Walker, get well soon, shut it down, get your body right, recalibrate, and come back next season even stronger and even better, my man. You're only 31 years old. So I'm pretty sure he got a lot left in the tank, and he can definitely be a contributor on the championship team. Maybe the 76ers if they want him to be a backup point guard. But let me know what you guys think about the Kemba Walker situation. Do you guys think he got cheated in New York? Do you guys feel like Tom Thibodeau was to blame for the demise of the New York Knicks, especially when it comes to their offensive skill set and their offensive production? How do you guys feel about James Dolan as an owner? Where do you guys think Kemba Walker is going to end up next season? Will he get traded? What can the Knicks get for him? What are your expectations for that? Make sure you guys comment below. Make sure you guys like the video as well. And make sure you guys subscribe to the content, especially if you're new. I'm always grateful for newcomers, and I love chatting with you guys in the comment section because you guys always challenge me, challenge my thought. No matter what walk of life we come from, it's all important that we look to learn from each other. And it's straight like that, you guys. I'm your humble host, Tom DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. One love, stay humble, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay hungry.